Have you ever heard of JOMO? It's the joy of missing out. The trend is gaining momentum, but in our technology-filled world, it can be easier said than done.
Here's a look at what JOMO actually means.
You've likely heard of FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's a phenomenon that some people experience daily. But what about its cousin, JOMO, the joy of missing out? The trend challenges you to disconnect and live in the present. JOMO takes practice, but it is totally doable if you commit. The goal: unplug and enjoy what's happening in the here and now. Be intentional with your time. Disconnect with technology. Reconnect with yourself. Experts say if you fully embrace the movement, you'll learn new things, meet new people, and find new adventures.
And we get it. Disconnecting is easier said than done. And to fully embrace the joy of missing out, it's important to understand what's driving our fear of missing out. Experts say FOMO is fueled by bad habits, and for many of us, that starts with our phones.
Vibrant colors, captivating animojis, and those sounds. Everything about a smartphone is designed to grab our attention.
Again, if we're not very intentional and mindful about how we're using it, it's designed to suck you in.
And if you keep hitting that back and forth and back and forth every day, does it diminish it? Do you need more of it?
Yeah, you mean more of it, essentially. And
University of Tennessee professor Christina Coop-Gordon used the Screen Time app on my phone to gauge the hours I spend glued to this screen.
Isn't it? It's saying you're averaging 4 hours a day. Think about that. What were we doing with those 4 hours ago, several years ago? You'd have mail and maybe messages, but then notice your next ones are Instagram. Safari makes sense. Maybe you're looking for stuff. Phone, that's good. Music, and then Twitter. And what we find is people may pick it up for a purpose that's supposedly functional. Like, I'm going to just check my work email, or I'm going to check and make sure that, nothing happened in the world news that I really need to know about. But the next thing you know, you're also kind of surfing over to Facebook. When you see the amount of time, it really is kind of throwing you in the face just how much we're sacrificing for this.
And this therapist is now suggesting connection apps for couples to re-engage in conversation at dinner.
So often you'll have couples sitting at dinner, what do we talk about? Because we've been so busy all week, how do we interact? So Gottman's come to the rescue, and they have these great questions designed to get you more intimate with each other and feeling closer.
If you are feeling overwhelmed, here are her 3 rules to reset your digital life.
So one rule that I think is really good is just not to have it in the bedroom. You just roll over, reach for it, and you start your day out that way. And so by even kind of getting it to the point where it's not the thing you reach for in the morning, can start you in a very intentional way, not being beholden to it. I think also having rules like not having it at the table, the dinner table. I think when somebody's talking to you, often with couples, I hear this a lot, is they're trying to talk and then somebody's scrolling through the phone, thinking that they can listen and do this at the same time, having a rule that you don't do that.
And if you do nothing else, try sucking the color out of your phone. In a few clicks, you can turn on grayscale, a setting where even your pictures look, well, blah.
And I think if we're constantly answering every email that comes through, responding to every ping on our phone, we don't have time to regenerate ourselves, to replenish ourselves.
What are the consequences if we don't replenish?
I think what we're seeing right now is it's really messing up our attention span. We go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and we really aren't as effective or as efficient as we think we are.
Some great lessons from her. One other tip from that expert: remove notifications on your phone. I typically get 100 on my phone every day. Turning them off is one more way to reduce your attachment to your phone. Robin?
All right, we're going to try to unplug then.